Well, Coach, no precipitation to speak of, but still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. This fielded at the 2. They juked him. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 21-yard line.
Fire. Right to the 3.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
20. 8.
All day, every day.
On first down, Walker. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready? 88. 52 right here. Gun.
On second and 9, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Gun.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down, Panthers.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Great.
Newton now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Set. 180. Rip left. Great.
Tight right.
Fast.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Set. Ready.
Check. Hey, you got 3 down. Check, nickel. Slam.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Flushed out right. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Under 10.
Here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Go. 180.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. My 52. Hey. Shoot. Alert flag.
Let's find two. What's that?
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Hey, other side, solid. Crunch.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
80 weapons.
Block 52. 52's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to let this one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Touch. 280.
Check. Showing it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running right, here's Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
50%. 180.
Check three. Hey, alert three.
On second down, it's Walker. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go. 20. 8.
Out of the gun, Newton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Great.
They'll run on first down. Walker. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Watch the safety creep.
Operating from the gun, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 99. Check 99. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Gun.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know at the beginning of the season you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this one complete to Smith. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Derrick Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Done. 120.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
At the 43-yard line.
Go. 180.
I'm coming.
They keep it with Henry on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
From the 41, Wentz. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
11 yards and a Panther first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Buying time to his left. Wilson's got it complete. And Cam is still down here. Appears to be shaken up and in some pain after the last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Walker. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go now. It's me and you. It's just me and you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Now wins. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Wentz now to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. Powerful running. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
57.
Play action. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Mike 59. Mike. Over here. I got.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 31-yard line.
Ready. Hey!
Go get him. Check 26.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Horvath. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Newton on third down. Completes it to Samuel. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a give right side. Walker. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here we go, back. Waiting.
Here's Wentz to throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Wentz. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On third down, Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
To throw is Wentz. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter.
No. 52. Sponge.
On third and long, it's Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Walker, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go. 8. Right at the 8. Give me that ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton, they'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Panthers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First down, Panthers.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Walker. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
That's it. Bring it in. 20.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On the counter, it's Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton steps away. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Walker. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
280!
52's the mic.
Sunday!
Check 15.
Again, it's Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Let's go, fellas.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a four-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on second and 8.
Man 5-7.
Now Wentz. Gets this one left side to Pettis. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Mike to 59. Strip the ball. Strip the ball.
Wentz to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
At the 33-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
We got 4. We got 4. Watch, twist.
Newton to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 280!
Hey, watch the slant.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Back to throw, Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
First and 10.
So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. This a long one from 54. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
SOS. Pick the edge. Go. Watch the edge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice little juke. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Panthers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
From the gun, here's Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. From the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
First down, Carolina.
Ready. Look at it.
I got you. Kill. Check.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this. And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Panthers, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.